Prescott Haven Farm. We are in at the very end of December now, and it's been very unseasonably warm. It's like 50 out today, but we have had rain, and we have got mud and muck out here like you wouldn't believe. But anyway, what I wanted to do today is discuss a little bit further about how we built and what we used to build a milking stanchion for our heifer. So when we tore out the stall walls and everything, they were made out of oak, the walls and the stall gates and all of that. The boards were in great shape, so that's what we used. So the only thing we had to buy was the hardware, some of it, and a couple of 4x4s. And everything else was repurposed and used from the horse stalls or walls around. We did buy a stall mat also, a rubber mat to go on the floor. But so what we did was we measured our cow and took into account that she's probably going to grow a little bit more. So we made it a little bigger than she is right now, which she is 8 months pregnant right now. So so we measured her a little bit bigger, taller wise, and so that when she grows a little bit more, she will have still room in there to grow. So for the base, he used 4x4s for the base on the floor, and then we used, I believe they were 2x6s, I think, that we used to create the floor underneath where she's going to stand. Then we used 2x6s, and it's all oak. We used 2x6s for the side rails and the top rails, and all this came from stalls that were already here in the barn. And then we put a stall mat on and cut it to fit, and lag bolted that right to the floor of the stanchion. So then we added 2 rings, one on either side, and on that side we tied a lead rope to it so that we can run a rope across the back, so that if she decides she's going to try and back out of there, we can kind of prevent her a little bit. Then we put the grain bin here in the front, and he built that up. This thing is so heavy, but so he built that up, and we have it so that this pan is removable, so we can take it out and wash it and put it back in there. So it just kind of rests in there. You can see she has her little finicky moments where she doesn't want me to give her anything new. So I added cottonseed to her feed, and she does not want that. But so the head gate is 2x4s, and he sandwiched them in between some 2x6s. You can see here, and we left about a 8-inch gap at the bottom, and then he sandwiched them in between the 2x6s to go across the front and along the top as well. And then we just used a bolt in the bottom so that we can actually move this back and forth. And yeah, so we can move it. And then how we latch it shut, we have this big eye bolt here. He drilled holes through there, put it on a chain so that if it drops, we don't lose it, and we're not hunting for it, and it's just right there. And it just slides all the way through into a hole. So far it's working really well, although we have not had to milk her yet. So let's see if I can get her in right now and get her into the stall, and hopefully she'll eat tonight. no. Don't go up in there. Back up. Right, girl. Come on. Nope. Come here. Come on. That a girl. There you go. Good girl. That's a girl. Good girl. Yeah. That's a good girl. Yeah. You did a good job. Yeah. So when we measured her, we tried to measure the width of her. So when we measured for the stall, we measured her width, or tried to get the best we could. And I think it's 36 inches wide, maybe 38 inches wide. And then we made it about 6 foot tall. That way we aren't going to be running into it. If we go to get in there or whatever, we won't get our heads knocked off. And then the stall gate, we had to do some tweaking on that from our other video, which we showed you. We had these parts here too close together at the bottom, and so we put them about, we widened it out a little bit, and we adjusted the bolt at the top, the eye bolt, to fit her head so that she wouldn't be able to come out. And then we measured her length from her shoulders back to her tail, so that we didn't make it too short. So we still have a good, she could probably grow at least a foot in length in order to make it so that she still has room down there to stand. But as you can see here, she's pretty wide, and no, you stay there and eat your breakfast. The other day I actually could feel a baby in there. I always hope that I get to, but I haven't yet. And then on this side, so she's standing a little crooked in here today, but she fits in there as a pregnant cow, so she's still got a few inches to spare. I can trick you. Yeah, let me get you some. Ooh, what have I got? Huh? What have I got? If I trick her with just a little bit of sweet feed, that's all she needs, and she'll eat her dinner. Or she tries anyway. Look at that. Look at that. There. So, as always, have a great day. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel and give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you right here next time at Heskett Haven Farm. Good girl. Yes, you're such a sweetheart. There you go. Good girl.